Very good. Well, you all talked a little bit about some different technologies, whether from a communication standpoint or a business management standpoint. What are some of the new technologies that are very vital to your business now on a regular basis that maybe are kind of up and coming or that weren't as used by the generation before? Specific examples?
Well, we use the BlackBerry quite a bit on the farm. Kathy and I, she works every day in the hog barn. She's in charge of the sows. And so that is a good way for she and I to communicate because she can't always hear me when I call her. And so texting back and forth, sending emails back and forth, that's been very valuable for us. And we keep all the production records on the computer now. With the BlackBerries having the internet, if you need to look up the markets or the weather, you're able to do that. 10 years ago, I don't think we would have thought we'd been using our cell phones to get that type of information. We also have a computerized feed mill now. And so that's something that probably 15 years ago, Gary and Kathy thought they would never do. But all the feed is now made and weighed out on our farm by a computer. And so as long as the computer runs good, everybody's happy. And if not, my name is Mud because it's my idea.
On our operation, we use GPS for everything from auto tracking in our sprayer and anhydrous to shut-offs, all the automatic shut-offs on our planter, our anhydrous, our spraying. That's all automated through the same equipment that we take from our anhydrous, and we'll plant with the same thing. We'll put that in our combines for yield mapping. That has been a huge bonus for us to see our yields in any low spots. We need to add fertilizer. The biggest thing I really like about it is we can use them in so many different machines. We use our iPhones. We text a lot. It saves me a lot of time if he's out of town or at a meeting or something. We text a lot, emails. Even with the guys that work for us, if I'm on my way down here today, when I got here, I was answering a couple texts from them because they had a couple questions on things to do. It really speeds up the productivity during the day-to-day, especially during the busy seasons. But the GPS has been a huge thing that actually really did get started on about 15 years ago on yield maps, and we've really just expanded into that to ease. They're a lot easier to use now.
I would say to anybody that my age with a phone, and you'll hear it a lot, oh, we don't text. We text a lot, and the beauty of the text to me is it just comes instant, it's done, and you don't wait on, some of the phones don't pick up messages. I know the BlackBerry will pick them up quicker, but we switched to iPhones, and I just really like the app part of it. I'm an app guy. I think it's going to be a lot more of it, and they're going to do a lot more for us. Just really like that. But the text part, I've had so many people say, oh, we don't text. They're just missing the instant part of life with your kids or with everything else. And the social media, I know more about my brother's family, children and grandchildren than they do. Well, now I don't because we finally saw it. But my youngest brother, he's 8 years younger, he doesn't have a Facebook page. He doesn't know all those things. Well, I know all the dirty little details. It hasn't really got into the farm yet, but I think that's the elementary step that it takes.
My wife started doing all the books for us in the last year and a half, and she actually we have a website, and then she started a Facebook page that some of our landlords who we farm for, they have the link to it and they can go check it out. When we try to update that during our busy season as much as we can, which they seem to like it, so that's a start we've tried to keep up on, but don't do as good a job as we should.
Well, it's a good connection as far as being personal touches. They know about your family. It's a really big deal to me. I think that it's going to only improve.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Ken. What are your favorite apps?
My favorite one, for as news, markets, weather, everything is a DTN app. Okay. I think Chuck Zimmerman had to write up on it, and if anybody wants to make a good app, make it like that. It's a good one.
Note taken. Very good.
I also getting a lot of good information out of this Growing Degree app. I never paid a lot of attention to Growing Degree days, but Jeff sent that to me last year as a preliminary deal. I watch it a lot, but especially when it's 105.